What is, oh, there's always that lag spike right at the beginning. What is going on, everybody? It is Kevin of Base Legend. Hope you guys are doing well. Today, we're going to be back in Project Zomboid because tomorrow we have Grounded 2 starting up. So anyway, you guys know how it goes. Let me go ahead and do the things that I do at the beginning of every single stream. So that way I limit the ads that you guys see and all that other stuff. Let's have some fun here. So we finally got, hey, Daniel. Hey, Master of Food. How you guys doing? Hang on, let me switch over to the multi-stream so that way I can see everybody. Do you know what's funnier than 24? Is it 25? Because that's pretty hilarious if you ask me. Oh, man. My kid's starting to get into SpongeBob, and so that's what that made me think of. I hope that's what you're referring to. So anyway, we think we got everything set up with the private server. All the settings done and all of that stuff. So either way, yeah, I got it right. All right, perfect. And so let me go ahead and just set up these chats. So that way I can play uninterrupted. I think I still have like my admin cheats on and stuff like that for Zomboid. And so I'll get that removed in a little bit. It is straight comedy. You know what I've been watching with my kid lately is the Pokemon, the original like Gen 1 Pokemon. Because like you guys know me, I collect the Pokemon cards and stuff like that with her. But she is starting to really get into the show. And I'm like, yeah, that's fun times for me. Getting to relive all that stuff. All right, saved. That's all done. Man, I'm getting faster with it, but it takes like 4 or 5 minutes. Actually, 2 minutes. I looked at the clock this time. It takes 2 minutes for me to set all that stuff up. All right, so we got both chats on YouTube done. We got Twitch chat set up. We got, there's TikTok. All right, hey, TikTok. How you guys doing? Let me just shrink this down so I can see a couple of our other feeds here. Thank you guys for your patience. Just only 19 hours and 39 minutes. It comes out midday tomorrow, right? It's not coming out in the morning? Because we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping that it comes out before then. But either way, okay. I'm pretty sure I still have my admin powers on. Yep, I still have my admin powers on, which is fine for right now. So the idea is here we are. That's me, right? We're getting to this blue building all the way over here. This is our new home. Oh, I need a pencil. Okay, I don't have a pen yet. So anyway, that's the plan of attack. I am going to get rid of my admin powers. Just make sure that I'm not going to get bombarded here in this room. Okay. Let me just check our admin powers real fast and get those off. I am going to use them again when I start reading books because I don't want my whole stream to be reading books for a new character. But either way, there we go. There we go. There we go. Look at this right off the bat. Like, that's fantastic. Just give me all of that right off the bat. That's actually kind of good because I wanted to stream it pretty much as soon as it comes out. But I told my kid that I would take her to story time at the library. And so that is what I'll be doing tomorrow. Okay. That looks like a decent car. Probably don't have the keys available. Who locks a nice car in front of a bar? Like, come on now. It's always unfortunate when you do this, but worth it. That was a strong car. Hey, what's up, the boys? Dude, it's so much fun taking her to story time. It's like one of my favorite things to do every single week. All right, just some basic junk, but no car keys, so let's just keep it moving. But yeah, excited to get into Grounded 2. Was actually, we're going to release it probably in the next few days, but I just toured the largest Grounded base I've ever seen in my entire life. This guy had built, he's been playing for 2,800 days in game. And this guy has built literally like in different locations on the map, like enough for like the average person to do one. Like he's done like 10 or 15 bases. It's amazing. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I was actually literally right before I got started with this today. I was downstairs just kind of hanging out, playing with my kids. I love getting to work from home for that exact reason right there. Just getting to hang out with my kid. And so, cool. Trunk's locked. Let's go ahead and unlock that. The boys, is he in the other chat? He might be in the other chat. He's not in the other chat. He's right there. You know who he is. You can see it. Hey, Felix. All right, let me grab just a couple things. If I already read that, I can just drop it on the ground. So, again, the whole game, I'm trying to just get up to the boating club, and that's where we're going to set up shop. Let's deal with a couple of these real quick. Oh, I have a crowbar. I should be using a crowbar, not a baseball bat. Let me switch to that. Let me put that in both hands here. Oh, the guy with the bass? Thorion was his name. And he checked out one of my streams and then reached out to me on Discord and basically said, don't know why I couldn't get a nice hit in on that one. But yeah, reached out to me on Discord and basically invited me to come check out his build. And I asked him if I could film a video and he was all for it. And so I'm pretty excited about showing that one off. It was really cool though. It was a really, really awesome build. He's not like a streamer or anything like that, from my understanding. It was really kind of low key, you know. And so we'll see. Hang on, let me see if any of these people had car keys on them. I would love to find a car before I get down that way, but it doesn't really look that likely. Yeah, it was really cool. I wasn't really expecting it, but I ended up. Ooh, there's a Dart key. So I'm pretty sure that's the Chevy Dart. That one right there. I'm pretty sure that's it. And so if that has gas in it, that might be my vehicle, at least for right now. All right, let's check this out real quick. What's our gas situation? What's our engine situation? Oh, I'm so ready, I'm so ready. Oh, and I got your message about jumping on a stream. Unfortunately, I was out. I went to a card show with my kid yesterday, like a trading card show. And so we were like kind of at an event when your message came in, and then by the time I got home, I was just beat and just like had no more energy left. And so, but yeah, I will definitely do my best to check out the next one. But yeah, so ready for Grounded tomorrow. Like, honestly, I should probably change some of the messaging on the screen to be like, Grounded 2 tomorrow. Hey, Clip Hours. Right through one of them. This is Project Zomboid. One of the most intricate, detailed, difficult zombie games that has ever been made that has still not been released. Like 10 years after it first came out in early access. So still in early access. But again, one of the more complicated zombie base building games out there. All right, so this is going to kind of suck. But we're going to clear out a massive, massive spot here. You see how many infected there are? Again, fresh server. So we're going to try to do this a little safer than last time. Try to avoid these guys, keep the car a little safer. So happy to have found a car this early on. All right, so we're almost where we're going to go, but look at all these infected. That's insane. Actually, this is where we're supposed to go. This is it. This is the boathouse. Or, well, the boating club, rather. So we'll go ahead and pull around here like this. Key out of the ignition. All right, you see that one all the way down there? Appreciate that. That follow or sub. I can't see that screen right now, so I can't see if that was a Twitch follow or a YouTube sub. So thank you either way. Mighty kind of you. All right. So I am going to start. Do I have any bandages? No. Okay, I need to start ripping some clothing here. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate that. What was it? Sandor? Nice. Appreciate that. Okay. So here we go. Let's read this annotated map so we can drop it. Delicious. Oh, this one's for this area. So hang on. Heading west out of town, you know where to find me. Medicine, food, bank. Your axe head looked a little loose. That's an interesting thing. Hey, Major Killer. Got your message about Phasmophobia. Yeah, I'm down. I love that game, man. Wait, hang on. How would you feel if Obsidian delayed the EA release? I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad. I have so many plans for tomorrow that like I'm so ready to just dive into Grounded and like make all of these plans a reality. All right, so there is one infected that's back in these woods here. And I saw him, but now he's gone. There he is. Yeah, I wanted to draw him out so that way he didn't sneak out of me. Scale of 1 to 10 of how upset I would be. We're probably going to go with a 6 because like it's not going to ruin my day, but it's going to make me sad. You know? Oh, I see you. I see you coming in from the side. Be back home Thursday or Wednesday. Okay. Thursday might be the day for me because I don't stream on Wednesdays to kind of allow myself some room to make videos and stuff. So Thursday might be the best day. Man, this character's super weak right now. He's a lumberjack, so his highest weapon is with axes. And I have yet to find an axe. So we're just going to be using this crowbar for a little bit. Just for a little bit. Let's see here. All right, finally got a watch. Let's go ahead and put that on the left wrist here. I want a digital one still. That's still an important thing to find is the digital. Hang on, leather jacket. I can wear that over this. Oh, so you're saying Tuesday or Wednesday instead of Wednesday, Thursday? Okay. If that's the case, so like you're saying tomorrow? Can't do tomorrow. Tomorrow we are booked for Grounded 2. And that one I am keeping. Like, not trying to get anybody to steal my thunder, but I plan on being one of the first base location guides out for that game. We tried to get beta access to it, like serious beta access, but that didn't pan out because our sub count on YouTube still has a little bit of growing to do. What up, Officer Nathan? There you go. So that's exactly where I'm at right now. I'm just kind of not wasting, but passing time until Grounded 2 is out. Was that a cop? No, that's a lady. Sometimes the ladies look like cops. Or maybe sometimes the cops look like ladies. I don't know. Nice. Okay, 4 or 5 p.m. What time zone? Because I definitely want to know what time zone. Because I mean I'm on the west coast of the U.S., so I'm Pacific. But either way, I am terrible when it comes to time zones. So I want to make sure that I remember all that. There we go. Oh, that animal print underwear. I should rock that. That seems more effective than what I have. That was weird that I was like that. All right. Just slowly drawing them like a couple at a time. Because otherwise this could get very overwhelming. But yeah, Master, food. When I get this video, like off of the recorder, I'll send some screenshots of this guy's base over. Oh my gosh. One of the most impressive bases I've ever seen. Like seriously, one of the most impressive. No worries at all. What time zone are you in? I mean, you don't have to tell me that. Whoa! Major Killer hit his 10th month. His 10th month as a member for us, dude. Nice. Thank you very much. Like, you have no idea how much we appreciate that, but thank you, thank you, thank you. That's so cool, dude. That was our first member, in case anybody was wondering. Major Killer was our first YouTube member and has been hanging on since we were able to offer memberships. So I'm pretty excited. We did a double feature release today. We got more video content coming out this week, though, but we're going to be ramping up all the video stuff that we can do very soon. Got a walkie-talkie here. That's nice. Oh, dude, I'm so ready for Grounded 2. I need to look into Abiotic Factor. I don't recognize that name that much. I'm gonna have to check that one out, Officer Nathan. Definitely gotta check that one out. I mean, if it's anything like Grounded or Zomboid, like a base builder survival game, like I am into that. She's got scissors in her back that I want. Yeah, give me those scissors. Hang on. I see that. And so that is set up from the... Interesting. I wonder if that does renewals. That's set up based on the data that YouTube sends over to an app that uses YouTube API. And so if that's reporting an inaccuracy, that's on that app. That's on the YouTube data. So I don't really know how to kind of report that. What's up, 17 Dragonfishes? Clearing out the boathouse for us. So that way we can kind of get that going again. There's 1, 2, come on. Should have gotten that hit. There we go. Slowly getting it done. Wait, hang on. Think of the survival mechanics of Grounded, realism of Zomboid, and science horror. Dude, I'm going to need to check that out. That's awesome. Oh, I'm going to get killed probably by the first orb weaver that I see my... this is build 41, Sandor. Sorry about that. I didn't see that up above all the other comments there. But yeah, this is just build 41 because I'm on our private server that I'm kind of testing out right now. We are going to make this a public server in the near future. And I'm going to put out a massive challenge for Zomboid players. We're going to need about 10 to 20 people on this build that I want to put together and do a massive event build over the course of like a week or two. And so if you're a fan of Zomboid, it's 41 unless they release a stable 42. Dude, you're lucky, man. I'm going to pay for a copy of it tomorrow. But I mean, I know that it's going to scale up and it's going to eventually be the full game, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, you Xbox players and your fancy little Game Pass, lucky. I actually had to figure out all that like cross-compatibility stuff today. I toured the coolest, literally the coolest grounded base I've ever seen in my entire life. This dude's been building this thing. He's in New Game Plus 4. I had to take notes because it was so big. He's in New Game Plus 4. He's been playing for 2,800 in-game days, which is insane. He said that he passed the like threshold of building a long time ago. The game just let him continue to build, and he just never looked back. But it's the craziest Zomboid build ever, and it'll be up on our channel soon. He let me film the whole tour and all that stuff, so yeah. It really is, Sandor. Like, Build 42 is just crazy in general from just a general standpoint. Like, the amount of detail that they put in. I cannot wait for a stable, so that way we can do multiplayer in it. Because it deserves multiplayer. All right, let me catch up on chat. You have your own server running? Interesting. Interesting, Major Killer. We should talk about some of that. Because I am always down to set up some communities in different games. Like, we got our Minecraft server. We're about ready to launch our Zomboid server. It's going to be fun. So there you go. You streaming tomorrow, 17? You going to be doing Grounded 2 tomorrow? I'm doing it as soon as I get access to it. And so, like, I'm going to log in tomorrow morning and check if I can get it done. Nice. Thanks for that follow, Officer Nathan. And in case you guys are wondering if this is your first Base Legend stream, we run 4 streams simultaneously on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. And so if I am a little delayed getting back to your chats, I apologize. I'm either reading another one or I'm focused on the game and I desperately need to catch up on the chats. But either way, appreciate your patience. Stay down, lady. All right, what did you have? A screwdriver? Take that. Still want a digital watch. There's a digital watch. We'll wear that. Oh, you stay away from me. Don't like you. Hang on, I'll catch up on chat in 2 seconds. Let me just bash this brain in. And squishy. Nice. She had pink frilly underwear. Not that effective in a zombie apocalypse. All right, let me catch up on chat real quick. You won't stream your live. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Can host anything. Okay. All right. Good to know. Good to know, Major Killer. Let me switch back over here to TikTok. Unlike a lot of people, I play Zomboid with runners. Yeah, there you go. That like apocalypse mode. When we first launched the private server, like just the other week, we launched it into the default settings, and default setting is day of the apocalypse. And so like there's thousands of infected sprinting at you, and I made an overweight character, so I got so over encumbered nonstop. Look at you clocking out early, 17, so that way you can get ready for grounded tomorrow. I hear you. I understand completely. Dude, the island port, still one of the best Sons of the Forest builds I've ever seen. Like, kudos to you, Master O Food. Alright, make sure nobody's creeping. Alright, we're doing good. I'm going to need to make it inside pretty soon to start clearing out the actual base and get some food soon. That's fantastic. 3,500 days in game? Man, I want to see what you're building in that one, Officer Nathan. Still got time? What do you mean, still got time? I'm confused. There we go. Nothing I really want. Don't really care about a letter opener. Let's go get this one. Hey, Ramen. Good to see you, buddy. I love this beat up car over here. I see a lug wrench and a jack and some tires. Some nice tools there. Ooh, you stay down. Dude was trying to be an ankle biter. Okay. Do I care about any of this stuff? Thought I saw something I cared about. No? Okay, I don't care about any of this stuff. So that's pretty much it for the outside. Now we'll start clearing out the inside. It is one of two ramens. We have two ramens that frequent this channel. All right, so let's get inside. Now once inside, we're probably gonna need to find some food. Turn around. Let's go. Yeah, it's nice that we actually got this set up properly here. Well, there you go. Not much of a builder. You're more of the survivalist, which I mean I totally understand. That's for sure. Hey, there's Ramen. How you doing? Good to see you, buddy. What does the crown mean? So okay, I added a feature to the channel. It's called Top Fans. And long story short, the more you guys comment, the more experience you gain from our YouTube channel. And you get things like crowns and first place and things like that and all that. So that's what that is. YouTube's trying to compete with TikTok with some of their little games that you can add in now. Nothing in the fridge or freezer. Let's stop over here and fill up our water. Delicious. Hello, Major Killer on that side of the stream. Good to see you. All right, so we'll actually clear out these rooms shortly, but this is the building that we're taking over as kind of our base of operations on the server. So welcome to the Base Legend Boating Club. Would really love to find an axe. That'd be really nice to find. That's my weapon of choice in Zomboid, is axes. And so kind of like Minecraft. Are they breaking this one? Yeah, I think they're breaking this one. Not this one. Okay, it must be like right next door. Nope. Oh, there it is. See them all? Get a snack on you. Gonna do this one by one. Whoa, back off. I got a Slack message and it interfered with my my frame rate. I'm in zombie infested area. So I rebuilt my base in Zomboid, or not Zomboid, in Minecraft. And so I'm putting an XP farm and an iron farm in as soon as possible. But when you spawn into our world now, there's this whole like minecart system that gets you from spawn into my base to help people out. Man, 2 in there. I thought they were going fast. I think there's another one behind that other closed door there. So just give it a sec. Again, I'd love to find an axe. Then I wonder how else. Yeah, I think like it's based on time and stuff like that. Hey, Joey, it has been a minute. Good to see you, buddy. Always a pleasure. All right, let's go check this last door here. Yeah, YouTube is pay to win. I will admit that. That's for sure. Can't even deny that one. I have no idea where one of these is, so we're just going to keep moving. It says locker rooms. It's nice. I mean, that is you, Master of Food, in a nutshell. You are a fast typer there, sir. Oh, I am absolutely going to be streaming Grounded 2, Joey. You do not even have to worry about that. That was foretold in the stars. Is there an echo? I'm not entirely sure that there would be an echo. That's yeah, all my monitors seem to be off. So I'm hoping that's on your end. But let me know and I'll reevaluate. So I didn't go back here this time. See if there's anybody out back. This is why I like this area, because we got this whole like river that we're going to be fishing out of and stuff like that. Great location. Joe's on TikTok, Raymond. And so you YouTubers. I always appreciated how everything splits up. Like, the YouTube feed is always just fun. Like, it's just craziness, and you guys are always making me laugh. The TikTok feed is always, like, really into the games and stuff like that. And so not one is better or anything like that, but it just always makes me laugh. All right, I think this is a storage closet back here, but let's be on the safe side. All right, axe. Got an axe. Some basic stuff. There's some nails there. That's kind of nice, but we need an axe. We'll go to the hardware store after we finish clearing this out. This is our base, so there we go. Yeah, exactly. We're going to call him TikTok Joe. I like it. Joey, you're now TikTok Joe. I hope that's okay. That's what YouTube's referring to you as. All right, look at this game room. One of my main reasons why I love this spot up here is we got this whole pool table, dartboards, all that stuff. There you go. Joey says he loves that name, guys. Have at it. All right, and then so this is the other reason why this is such a cool base location. You get a couple of these rooms, right? And each one of these rooms is pretty spacious. So we're going to like split this up, make it a bunch of different bedrooms. There's a library over here. And the library is fantastic because it's got a lot of the books that we need to just kind of get started right here. Exactly. Very, very transparent. Wait, which Joseph? Am I forgetting somebody? I try to remember everybody. Which that is a feat in and of itself if I remember names. Not trying to like brag or anything. Didn't mean to shout over here. That was dumb. That was a stupid move. All right, that's a bathroom. That's a bathroom. We're at a yacht club. I should call them by their fancier names, not bathrooms. That's the crappy A. All right. Is it this one? I think it's this one that they're trying to break. Let's find out. Oh, wait, that's open. That's just straight up open. What else where are they breaking in? Oh, I see. There's one more door down here. Hang on. Is this it? What's going on? I don't think we have a John or Jake. We have a Jack. We definitely have Jack. It's been a while since Jack's been in the chat, actually. I hear it. You guys can hear it too, right? Oh, you know what? It's probably one of these bathroom stalls. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like bathroom stall work. It's probably this one. Nope. Dude, what bathroom are you in? I don't like this. Yeah, there's somebody. Hey, Diva. How you doing? Dia. I'm sorry. My gosh. There he is. I knew there was one more in here. Could hear him. Blood splatters everywhere. Okay. So that is everybody. I could just be schizophrenic. You know how that goes. I'm doing good, Dia. How about yourself? How's everything going with your streams? All right, so it looks like we're kind of clear. I have a little bit of a exertion. And so there's a fresh raspberry shortbread here. Let's eat this while we sit on the ground and rest for a couple minutes. Nice. Nice. Hell yeah, Officer Nathan. I'm going to check that out as soon as I get off the stream. I don't think I've heard of that, but like that sounds right up my alley. Like I'm pretty excited to check that one out. Schizophrenia to go. I like it. You're talking about fog in Zomboid? Because yeah, it is probably one of the worst things to have to deal with in this game is the fog inside of Zomboid. Aw, I'm sorry to hear about your kid, Dia. That is no fun, man. That always like breaks my heart when one of my girls is sick. Like it truly is so upsetting because like they want to play, they want to enjoy life, you know, but they physically can't. And I always feel so bad. So I hope that they feel better soon. That's so unfortunate to hear. Master of Food, could you imagine if that was an actual Pokemon? Just schizophrenia, I choose you. Use confusion. There you go. All right, let's get down to the hardware store. Woo! Forgot how good the handling is on these darts. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's nice actually kind of knowing the city that you're in a little bit better. Because I tried to do a base in West Point the other day, right? And I don't know West Point as well as I know like Riverside and some of the other cities. And so I thought that it was pretty fun, but it didn't go that far. Like it wasn't that great of a build. I actually scuttled that character. Okay. So these two are following me. Let's go ahead and take them out right now. Well, that's good. I'm glad that he's on the mend. That is no fun having a sick kid. No fun at all. I think, and this is just me personally, like I would much rather be sick than have my kid sick, because like if I'm sick, we can at least still play. You know what I mean? As long as I'm not contagious, we can still play. I'll force myself for an hour to play with my kid just so they'll feel like okay. When my kid's sick though, man, I feel so bad for her. All right, 2 seconds. I'm going to check out the chat in a second. Of course, I get one more point on Long Blunt right when I'm about ready to probably find an axe. All right, chat check. What, Hypno? Schizophrenia Pokemon? Hypno, the evolved form of Drowsy? That sleepy dude? Maybe. He's the hypnotic Pokemon. That's for sure. Like, he uses all the hypnosis stuff. I don't like when they fall face down on their face like that, like face first. Because those are the ones that, like, lunge for your ankles sometimes. Okay, check behind us, check chat. Go, super hydraulic shoom. That sounds like fun. Hallucinogenic. I promise, I know English. You wrote it well enough to where I could understand it. Whether it's spelled correctly or not, that's a different story. Okay. So this is where we're going to be hanging out. Exactly. Like, I think that's the ultimate parenting test, is when you're either sick or depressed or something like that, and your kid's like, can we play? That's the ultimate parenting test, in my opinion. Like, no shade or anything like that, trying to make anybody feel bad, but like that is the ultimate one, in my opinion. Hey, I'm trying to see what else. Nope, I didn't mean to hit that button. I meant to hold my control key. Trying to get some of this stuff in the backpack. I have like the smallest backpack ever right now. That actually would make this easier. Let's just sort everything real fast and ditch all of the materials, household, all of this junk. Yeah. Okay, that's a little bit better. Raymond. That's a good one. Not going to repeat it, but that was a good one. I enjoyed that. Okay, so that sounds pretty far away, but they are going to be walking by here. So I need to be very, very careful. I'm going to leave all the nails here for the most part. That wood glue's coming with me, though. All right, fine. I'm going to at least bring these 3 boxes of nails. Those are too good to leave behind. I'm a little hungry right now, too, so I need to be careful. Those can stay. Shovel, you can come with me. All this stuff can stay. There's a hard hat. Go ahead and replace the hard hat with the beanie I've been wearing. Ditch my beanie. Wait, where's... Oh, I wasn't looking at my inventory. There we go. You're talking about... No, it's... I know exactly what you're talking about, Raymond. It's got like kava in it, and it's like it's getting kids addicted to it. It's like this crazy caffeine supplement. But yeah, it's like I know exactly what you're referring to. I saw it at the gas station this morning. I have no idea what the name for it is. I don't care about the name for it, if I'm being honest with you, because it's like that type of product. That's one that I'm going to be avoiding for sure. Man, no axes. That is unfortunate. We found pretty much every other tool that we needed, but we don't have any axes. There's carpentry books there. I'm going to grab one of those carpentry books, I guess. Or actually, we'll grab both. Grab 2 and 5 here. Yeah, feel free. Something like that. You saw a video talking about your wife. Yeah, oh yeah. That was an interesting story to tell. And it's not something that I talk about that often. But yeah, 100% of the time would pick that again. That's some scary stuff, man. Like, not something that I ever really expected to have to go through. Like, we were planning on doing, like, the chillest home birth ever. Just for her sake, you know. It was in the middle of COVID lockdowns and all that stuff. And so we ended up really having to kind of play an audible, you know. And so it was fun. It was an interesting time. Oh, there's a hand axe in the back of this guy. That's nice. Cherry flavored windshield cleaner. That doesn't sound that good. That sounds kind of terrifying, if I'm being honest with you. Okay, so we did find our axe. It's a hand axe. It's not the best. I'd love to find some food. It looks like this was the place that got broken into. Was that restaurant up there? So I am not going to deal with it. However, I'm going to switch over to the axe, because if I am a lumberjack, like, that's one that needs to happen. You know what I mean? All right, put that on the belt, crowbar, attach that to the back. Okay, there we go. Get our axe out. I want to try. I don't think I want to try. Definitely don't. Interesting. Did it work? Major Killer, like, did that work? Was that a thing? Like, was it successful? All right, let me head this way. So I didn't find any food. So what we're gonna do is go into the boathouse again, and then I'm gonna cook some dinner for myself in there. Drop off some of these materials and then read some books. Go park all the way up here. Now that, like, I actually have everything set up, I can do that. All right, headlights off, ignition closed. Oh, I appreciate that, Dia. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Well, I'm glad that you didn't try that. I wouldn't encourage you to try something that ridiculously crazy. But yeah. Yeah. I feel like I just need to say something ridiculous like Base Legend does not condone eating windshield wiper fluid. There you go. That's ridiculous. I don't know how true that one is, Master of Food. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I don't like how there's no door on my kitchen. Like, they broke off my door And so I'm going to have to fix that eventually. But either way, let's see what's in the fridge. Ooh, look at all this fresh food. All right, we're going to eat all the fresh stuff first. Just to kind of make that easier on myself. Hey, Pokemon Ray. You condone drinking windshield fluid? That's fair. That's fair. That's funny. That's super funny. Oh man, I actually went to a trading card show yesterday with my daughter, and it was a blast. There was the coolest thing happened though. This guy handed her a PSA 9 execute card. I don't even remember what it said. I think it's 151. But he just handed it to her and was just like, here you go. And execute happens to be like one of her favorite Pokemon. And so I thought it was super cool. Sounds good, Dia. I definitely will say hello to my wife for you. And then I'll actually, I don't think I don't know if I have, but I will definitely show her your account. So that way she can follow you and all that fun stuff too. You're here all the time, so we really appreciate you. That's for sure. Man, it's like, it's nighttime right now. I don't need to sleep, but I should find a carpentry book. You enjoying switching between TikTok and YouTube? I appreciate you guys doing that, actually. It's pretty cool if you ask me. I'm going to check it out after this, too. I'm really intrigued by this, Master of Food. Like, super intrigued. All right, that's perfect. Look at that. Carpentry Volume 1 right on top here. All right, so this is going to sound ridiculous, but I am going to turn my admin powers back on for just 1 second. Timed action instant. So that way I can do this, read, and have that book completely read. And then I'm going to turn it off again so that way everything else is more basic. Yeah, there we go. But anyway, that gave me all the multipliers and stuff like that since I've had to do it so many times. I named the execute omelet. That's amazing. I thought of a fun idea this year because her birthday is right around Halloween. Is go out and get a bunch of egg-shaped pumpkins and carve execute. Because it's such an iconic like set of shapes. It wouldn't be that difficult in my mind. But either way, all right, so we need to get our carpentry up. That's kind of the next order of business here. You absolutely do not get to break my window. Absolutely do not get to do that. Yo, what up, Don't Ask? How you doing, buddy? Stay off my window. That's my window. All right, so I need to ditch a couple things. It's good to hear that you're doing good. I'm pretty excited about it. You know, I'm hoping that I can get the shapes right if we do choose to do it. But, I mean, we're only talking about like 8 different things, so it shouldn't be that difficult. Wait, no, not the floor. I don't want that in the floor. I love how there was a wrench in the back of this this thing. Don't eat plastic, Raymond. Ugh. That's concerning. I don't recommend it, at least. All right, we're going to ditch these bloody dreams. Whoa, you came out of nowhere. Yeah. What you know about this axe in your face? Huh? You know nothing. Like Jon Snow over here. Ditch that toilet paper. We don't need toilet paper. Which is a weird thing to say in a survival situation. I feel like everybody would need toilet paper. That's amazing. That is amazing, Officer Nathan. I gotta check this game out. This sounds so cool. Like, this sounds super cool. All right, hang on. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move all this stuff over here, and then this is going to be our little storage for right now. Just for right now. It's just to do some basic stuff, but we'll just put all this miscellaneous junk here. Wow, I actually have so much junk. Gonna keep those. Shovel can stay. Everything else, though, yeah. All right, we're gonna ditch 2 of these bourbons too. Just 2. Got to keep 1 bourbon on us, right? That's how it works. Any tips for streaming? Get vidIQ. I attribute them to us getting monetized in less than a year on YouTube. vidIQ, vidiq.com. Wait, what? Hang on. I think he knows there's an axe in his head. That's fair. Yes, I have a lot of junk here. But yeah, so that would be my number one tip is get vidIQ. It helps you with video insights and things like that. And there is a TikTok companion as well. The other thing is once you find a niche, stick with it. It took us months, literally months for Base Legend to get over like 100 followers. And then eventually it reached over 100, and then we started getting some every day. And then we started getting like multiples every single day. And then now we average like about 6 to 7 a day. And so like, that's the best advice that I can do is understand how to retain people without asking them to subscribe. You know, like I look at who my top viewers are right now on both TikTok and YouTube, and it's people that have been here for most of the stream. Thank you guys. Really appreciate y'all. And so that's what you want to try to do is learn everybody's name, read every single chat, like understand how to just build a community. And if you can do that, streaming gets really, really simple, really straightforward too. There are people in your town who had a huge tree with a spider web made out of thick rope and a spider out of painted pots. That's kind of cool. That's actually really cool. I like stuff like that. Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, don't ask, they all operate the same. Like every single platform, they pretty much operate the same. The algorithms are going to be slightly different. And so that's really where your differences are going to be. But yeah, like Master of Food just said on YouTube here, read every single chat. And a lot of people, what they do is they'll read the chat in their head and then they'll privately respond. I haven't looked at my chat in a couple seconds. This is how a streamer, in my opinion, should read chat. Is it good? I got 11 followers and you're on day 4. Dude, that's fantastic. Like, that's fantastic. That is an awesome thing. I think to get my first 10 subs, it took me about a week or 2 on YouTube. And so that's fantastic. If you're pulling them in like that, it means that you're hooking somebody. I did not mean to burn that ground beef. Dumb. That was a dumb move. I was so into the chat that I burnt our ground beef here. I don't want that on the ground. Did I throw that on the ground? Seriously? Look at this slob. Don't throw that on the ground. Put that in the trash. I said into the trash, please. Thank you. My goodness. Nice, man. Fantastic, don't ask. That's awesome, man. I read Twitch chat. I definitely read Twitch chat on here, Master of Food. That is something that happens. I do my best. It doesn't happen that often, but I definitely do read Twitch chat. How did we get from Joe to pirated rum? Wait, what? What do I think about game piracy? It sucks. Because here's the thing. I used to work in the indie game space. I used to work for a game publisher. And then my name's in a couple of indie game titles too. And so the thing that a lot of people don't realize is that there's different tiers of game development. And at a AAA studio, like the people at the bottom, they're making minimum wage. Like they're barely making anything. And I'm talking like the entry levels, the mailroom, stuff like that. They're making the lowest level possible. The CEOs are making millions, but it's the lower level people that aren't making anything. That's AAA, okay? When you look at the indie world, though, nobody is making money unless you're selling a banger of a game. Like, nobody is making money. Like, the people who made Angry Birds were almost broke and about ready to give up before they made Angry Birds. Like, it's a grueling life. And so here's the thing. I don't necessarily have an issue with, like, old school, like, DRM-free games getting handed around. Because that's originally, like, what we were doing with them constantly. Is we were just handing everybody other copies of, like, Roller Coaster Tycoon, and everybody could install it and whatever. The difference, though, is when games started getting locked out, I started having an issue with actual piracy, specifically in the indie game space, because there's just no money in indie game space. What's going on, Twitch chat? How you doing there? That's fantastic. Exactly. Like Twitch, I don't really focus on views. Originally, we used to just do vertical streaming, like the up and down streaming for mobile and stuff like that. And so I created the Twitch just as a way to have a horizontal feed in case people wanted it. And then we started multi-streaming on YouTube, and I just stopped caring about Twitch. And so that's unfortunately where it's at. Abiotic Factor, and it's amazingly good. King, we were literally just talking about it. Officer Nathan on TikTok is currently playing it, telling me that I need to go check out Abiotic Factor. Like, that's kind of crazy that you're the second person in one stream that's telling me that I need to go check that one out. That's insane. All right. So I need to go looting. That's the name of the game. What time is it? It's 5 a.m. I am going to go looting. You got to give Twitch chat their recognition whenever they can. Let's go across the street here and start breaking some stuff down. Seriously, King? That's awesome. That's one that I'm going to check out as soon as this is done. Also, I'm going to work my way into getting a copy of Atomfall, because we did a campaign for the developers. Rebellion, I think, is the name of those devs. They're the people who do Evil Genius and Evil Genius 2. And so we're doing a campaign for them. We just released the video today for that one. And so I'm going to try to get a copy of Atomfall. Nice. I like multiplayer survival. That's something that I think that more people, like, more time needs to be invested into, is multiplayer survival. Not enough multiplayer survival games out there. Like, don't get me wrong, solo survival is fun, but like sometimes I want to do so much more. Okay, let's go around the front here. I don't remember what building this is. Is this the post office? No, this isn't the post office. Not sure which one this one is. Gonna find out soon enough. Love seeing the broken down ones there. Hey, Lord Bober. Join our Discord. We have dozens and dozens and dozens of base builders in our Discord who are constantly looking for people to play with and things like that. So if you're looking for people to play with, that's the place to do it. Oh, reanimated corpse. Didn't like that. You stay away from me, lady. Hang on. I'll catch up on chat in 2 seconds. Yeah. Didn't like that reanimated corpse. Silly lady. What's that key for? We're just going to grab it anyway. When will the Project Zomboid server open? Probably this week, if I'm being honest with you. Don't ask. It looks like, based on how I'm playing today, everything's working the way we want it to work. The main, like, kind of thing that we got to figure out is if the server keeps playing itself after everybody's logged off, because we don't want that to happen. And so today is the last test of that to see if that's going to happen. So there you go. One more tip. You want one more tip from me? It's a good tip. Whoa. Don't be stuck in a room like this in the zombie apocalypse. That's my tip. Just free them real quick. I should have just let them break down the door. That's how I die in this game on a regular basis, is I do dumb stuff like that to free zombies out of rooms early when I probably shouldn't. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Give me a tip. I like getting tips from you guys. Love that. All right, I'm going to catch up on YouTube here. Atomfall. I want it to rain, dude. I'm like boiling up here. It's hot. It's like in the 90s today outside. And in Southern California, it reaches a point where you don't want to run your air conditioning constantly. And so, like, we just have the windows open. And actually, that just reminds me, I need to get the fan behind me turned on. Am I safe? I look semi-safe. Yeah, at least get some airflow happening here. There we go. That is a great tip, Master of Food. I need to go grocery shopping. That's something that, like, I desperately need to get done. I haven't had a chance to. Just been super busy and all that. Well, there you go. Glad you got back in, Officer Nathan. That's fantastic. But yeah, you guys know how I do things. You don't even have to tell me, like, oh, let me give you a tip, or would you like some advice or anything like that. It doesn't shout out whatever the hell you want. You guys can spoil any game that I'm playing. I don't care. And more so, like, I don't know. I build bases. I never said I was good at video games. Whoa! Just totally, like, ran past that dude. All right, and slice. Ooh, one-hit wonder right there. That was like a Chuck Mangione kill. Oh, he died. That was a bad reference. That was one that actually got under my, like, that I felt a little bit. Like within the matter of days, you had Hulk Hogan, which yeah, whatever about Hulk Hogan, and then you had the Crosby Show actor. You had Chuck Mangione, and they had another one too, another actor or something like that too. Yeah, let me catch up. So when the zombie is on the ground, don't hit it with your axe. It damages the axe. Stomp them. What's the button for stomping? Don't ask. I'm actually curious, and I've never done that. Yeah, he did not. He did not. What a loser that guy was. Let's go wide this time. Spaces? Ah, okay. Okay. I get you. I'm going to give that a go. Well, I mean, you better find some water. Oof. That guy gave me a little jump. Luckily, he was turned around. Take that. You got a key on you. Okay. Same for pushing. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Wait, if I want to make a base for abiotic factor, make it on level 3 at the elevator because it's efficient and there's no security bots nearby. That makes me think that you're trying to trick me here, King. Is my Discord server mostly Americans? No, actually. I live in Southern California. But surprisingly enough, our audience is like 60-70% European. And so like the majority of people are European. See, King, you can't trick me when I got somebody on another platform playing the same game. Because he's sitting there just like, no, he's definitely tricking you. So thank you, Officer Nathan. King, you can't trick me. Is this a church? I think this is just a church. What a silly building this is, but look at all this stuff that we get to break down. Okay, just trust you. All right, well, King's saying to trust him, Officer Nathan. So I might have to just trust King here, because he said to do that. All right, so this is where we're going to hang out, is whatever building this is. I think it's a church, but I'm not 100%. Whoa, dodge you. So that's what I'm waiting for, is to get to the point of having the axe skill to where you can just pretty much one-hit wonder them, like one-hit kill. That's what I'm going for, and I'm almost about halfway to level 3. It's like level 3 and 4 is when the one-hit kills start, but I do need the two-handed axe first. All right, next to... Hang on. Whew. All right, I'm going to catch up on chat, because it is going right now. Give me 2 seconds. Just kill this zombie, and I'm going back inside. So I need a bigger backpack. That's like one thing that I need to get done. Okay, back inside here. Let's go over to the sink and fill my bottle. Okay, let's catch up. You'll find a Scottish NPC in a security place. Put a base there next to a bunch of places, guns, ammo, so it's spacious. No security bots can get in. Okay, all right. I like that. The security base with the Scottish NPC in it. Okay. So how goes everything with your build of your what? So how's it going with the build of your king? I'm very confused, Master of Food. Are you talking about King's build? Oh. I want to know how your build's coming along too, buddy. I'm ready to get going with that stuff. Like, I am so ready to get going with that build. Or that those projects. Alright, so let's toss a few more things into our inventory here. Just kind of separate some stuff. Put our Chevy Dart key on our key ring too. Okay, I've already done all that, right? Yep. Yeah, it's just basic stuff. Okay, so this is how we're going to get up to the first levels of carpentry. By assembling tables. So there you go. Hey, David. Yes, this is an online server. It's our private one right now. I'm just testing it out, but it looks like we've finally figured out all the settings that we needed to get done for it. So we are opening it up to the public this week, but we are whitelisting people. And so it's kind of an invitation only. Join our Discord, and then I'm going to put a poll out in the next couple of days that is going to kind of invite everybody who wants access to the server, and then we'll give out the passwords and stuff like that. I'm going to catch up here. Excuse me, forgot to hit my mute button too. Sorry about that. All right, maybe take a massive break. Still on the third game? That sounds about right. you seen Master of Foods Coliseum on the Minecraft server? It is insane. Heavy duty lockdown for absolute immersions. Okay. Okay. I'm going to check this game out. This sounds like right up my alley. This sounds exactly like the type of game that I look to play. And so there you go. Dude, it is insane, King. The amount of like just everything that Master of Food had to do. It is insane. David, hang on 2 seconds. I'll go ahead and drop a link inside of the chats here. Just 2 seconds. But yeah, if you're trying to join our Discord, that's the link to do it on right there. Go ahead and do that one. Oh, well, it went out on Twitch. I hope it went out on all the other ones. 2 seconds. Hey, Jason. Yeah, I got that right. First time. Cool. There you go. There's all of our Discord link. Hang on. It may have not gone into this one. I'm going to repost it here. Sorry if this was a repost. But there you go. That should be our Discord link there. Hang on. Easy way to get carpentry skill up. Cut down the trees and saw them. So as much as I want to do that, I made the mistake of making a ton of planks last time. Don't ask. And then I decided that I'm going to do palisade walls around the entire boating club. And so I need the logs. And so I can't risk sawing any logs right now because I legitimately need the logs and I don't want to go travel for them. And so this is how I'm going to get at least to level 3, is just assembling basically everything in the church here, which won't take too much longer. Hey, you know what? That's fair, King. That is definitely fair. I was thinking about rolling Red Dead Redemption this week, just at some random point, just because you've had it on my mind, King. But either way. All right. I could also do this to really speed it up. In fact, I'm going to. Actually, does that not work for this? Is that not considered a time action? Hang on, I want to check one thing. Okay. So I don't know if this is actually going to work or not. We'll see. No, didn't work. Didn't work at all, which is fine. I'll just keep that on then. Boogie Bones? What's Boogie Bones? What's going on with Boogie Bones? Sounds good. Don't know how many people can be on a team when the server comes out. We're not doing factions, and so so everybody's going to kind of be open, and we're gonna. It's PvP is not going to be disabled, but it's going to be strongly discouraged, if that makes sense. And so I think that this server we have room for up to 24 players at the same time. So we'll see. I'd love to do more than that. I'd love to do like 100 or something like that. But we'll see. I mean, don't let them crucify you. I think that's the best way to explain that or say that. Maybe. The people that also made Overkill also worked on. Really? Okay. Man, you guys are like hyping this up for me. I'm actually like feeling excited to go check this one out. No worries, David. Hope you find some good Zomboid players. And then also, we got a fun challenge build that I'm going to be doing. That's one of the reasons why we have the server now, is we have some big plans. And I mean like reconstructing entire cities in this game and stuff like that. Big plans. Yeah, there you go with your 100 XP there, Master Food. Do you guys like that Top Fans game on YouTube? Because that's something that's optional. I can turn that off if you guys aren't a big fan of it. But to be honest with you, it's extra for me, if you ask me. The guy that voiced Gabriel voices your character. Interesting. Okay. Hey, I'm trying to place the voice. It's been a while. But man, I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh, nice, dude. I want everybody to be streaming it. Like, I want everybody to be streaming it and then have simultaneous, just like, these are every streamer in the feed. Like, I want this to be kind of a big deal. Well, there you go. There you go. Wait, what? I mean, I understand very little of what you're saying, King, but I agree with you. Let's go. That's exciting if you ask me. All right, so we got Carpentry 1 done. Now we just need to get up to level 2. And I can start doing some of the framing that I wanted to get done inside of here. Only a 350 ping. It's actually, so we have this set up for a global server because the majority of people who watch Base Legend streams and video content and stuff like that, the majority of people are not in the United States. They don't live in my country. And so they all like we try to set it up so that way people in Europe could play really easily, because like the main people that I play with for Zomboid, they do not live in the United States. So except for Jay, obviously. See, there you go. No, see, King could dethrone you very quickly. He's at 75, you're at 150. So there you go. Found 2 secret figurines, 1 a security guide, and 1 an Eldritch horror. That's epic, dude. That's epic. Oh man, I'm really. Wait, where am I going to? Wait, no, my internet. Where I'm going? Oh, I gotcha. Don't ask. I gotcha. There you go. From Canada. What part of Canada you're from, David? If you don't mind me asking, of course. You can totally. You can ignore that question entirely. My wife's French Canadian. That's why I ask. Wait, what? Master of Poo? What happened? What did I miss over on YouTube? Oh, I'm going to be looking this one up as soon as I get out of here. There you go, David. I love French Canada. Like I've only been to Canada maybe like once or twice in my life, for like a day each time, you know, barely any time whatsoever. But still, it's such a fun place to be, you know. I mean, it was a pretty sick burn, if you ask me. I'm waiting for Master of Food's retaliation though, because I know that that's going to be coming very soon. Yeah. Don't come in here. I'm in the middle of something. Don't come in here. Don't be like that. So I'm barely getting any experience from these chairs, so I might move to a different location. The tables were decent, but the chairs, not that great. There you go, Master of Food. Firing back with the respectful response. I love it. Oh, Officer Nathan. A lot of that stuff you should look into. I think it was like the CEO of Humana or something like that from like several years ago. A lot of that stuff was debunked. Like a lot of that stuff was blown out of proportion. And so you should really look into a lot of that stuff. But anyway, okay, don't ask. Okay, I want to know what this bug is. What bug did you find the worst bug in Build 42? I'm very curious at this point. So I'm wondering, how will the online server invite only? How will you apply? It's pretty simple. Like we don't want people who are going to come in and screw up or screw with this project. And so as long as the people who want to play, like want to come on and play and either kind of stick to your own section of the world, or participate in the build, like, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, Officer Nathan, I'll be honest with you, I'd move to Canada or Denmark in a heartbeat right now. Like, and I live in SoCal. Like, we have some of the best healthcare in the entire country. I'd move to Canada or Denmark in a heartbeat. There we go. And mainly just for the infrastructure. Like, U.S. infrastructure is crumbling. Not going to get into any of that right now because it's unnecessary. But, oh my gosh, the infrastructure is falling apart, and there's not enough funding going into it to build it back up. So this country probably has like 10 to 20 years left before it starts crumbling really quickly. And with that, I'm going to move on. See, exactly. See, King talking about your free healthcare and all this other stuff. Do you know, this is going to sound ridiculous. Do you know what the cost of an emergency cesarean is? Because I told the story just the other day on my TikTok, and if you want to go, it's this really sad video. It starts off with this girl crying, and then I kind of tell the story about like getting power of attorney over my wife when she had a cesarean. And so if you go to our TikTok, you can check out that whole story. It's about 4.5 minutes long. But either way, when all that was going on, right, We still had to pay the bill, and it was $70,000. $70,000 to bring a child into the world, you know, under emergency circumstances. Like an ungodly amount of money. 70,000. Dude, that's like 2 cars. That's 2 moderate, decent cars. Like not beaters either, like 2 moderate cars. That's all that is. All right, hang on. So what's in my school bag? 15. What's in this satchel? 15. Is there anything in the satchel? No. Drop the satchel then. Okay, who cares? That's kind of what you have to do, is play the game. And so we went through the whole line item thing, and then ultimately I just applied for Medicare. And then Medicare kind of picked up the bill on it. And that is why healthcare in this country is falling apart, is because we got to pay salaries of people as opposed to just paying a doctor for medicine. That's honest to God truth, is if you remove the middleman, then you don't have that situation anymore. But anyway, we're not going to get into all of that. All I know is it makes absolutely 0 sense from a logical, an economic standpoint, from any standpoint whatsoever. There is 0 argument for non-universal healthcare. Like, it even costs less than our current system. That's my favorite thing, is it literally costs less than our current, like, for-profit system. Literally just costs less, like, by a lot. To have everybody have free healthcare in this country, it would cost less than not. So, yeah, either way. See, exactly. See, I drive a Hyundai Elantra, and so I think I paid like $23,000 for my car or something. So, like, I could buy 3 Hyundai Elantras for the price of having 1 kid in the United States. Sounds good, King. You have a good one, buddy. It's like $900, Master of Food. So I see you saying it doesn't cost like $500 for an ambulance ride. It's like $900 for an ambulance ride. Costs are going up ridiculously fast in this country, healthcare wise too. But so ridiculous. All right, let's eat some fresh food here. There we go. Let's eat this carrot. Delicious, yummy carrot. The fog event. See, I love that games are adding more fog events like that, and like more like natural occurrences. That's really cool if you ask me. Especially if it's like controlling the types of enemies that you guys are having to deal with. That's cool, because that's like some Silent Hill stuff. All right, so I need to find another building to break apart here. Let's go ahead and do that. Just got your friend request, Lee. Not sure what platform you're hanging out on, but I will add you after today's stream. And just for the record, you guys, it's Base Legend on Steam. It's Base Legend on Discord. It's Base Legend, Base Legend, Base Legend. So you guys can find me literally anywhere, and it'll be cool. Nightstick. There's a bulletproof vest. We'll wear that. Nothing else really matters. Those shoes? Are those shoes seriously better than what I have? Wow. Okay. Put those shoes on and ditch my sneakers. Put this holster on, but I haven't found a gun yet, so the holster is kind of pointless. Oh, that's fantastic. That's awesome to hear, dude. That is awesome to hear. Like, that's one of the reasons why, like, I don't, you know what, I'm gonna move past it a little bit, but either way. Yeah, it's good to hear that other people are able to take care of themselves and all of that. There you go, David. All right, that's you. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, I'll make sure to add you after this. All right, hang on. King did not pass your XP. No, he did not. How bad is your frame rate when you're at the island port? I'm legit curious about that, because it's a massive build, you know. And there's some of the builds that I've done in Sons of the Forest that, like, I'm surprised that they worked. Oh, dude, I've always wanted to visit the Netherlands. Never had a chance to. I've never been to Europe. I've always wanted to go to Europe, never been to Europe. It's one of those spots that I've kind of always wanted to go visit. I had a chance when I was a teenager to go visit Ireland, because I have some relatives in Ireland. but I never actually went because my parents gave me the option of either going to Ireland or going to like a summer camp. And I ended up doing the summer camp instead. And I feel like I made the right decision, right? Wait, did my axe break? Sure, it's not fun. My axe broke. Okay, no worries. Let's go over to these benches and disassemble some of these benches. This is some of the stuff that gets you like your highest skills in the game. Is that stuff. I know I have a hammer in my hand, but like if I don't have an axe in my hand, it really doesn't matter. I think what I might do is run down over to the hardware store and go fix my axe real fast. I left some what's it called? Some nails in there. Wait, where is the hardware store? Oh, I'm like on the wrong area. I'm not even close to where the hardware store is. All right, let's just keep breaking down these benches real fast. Just want to get up to like level 2. And then I'll worry about getting like a two-handed axe. Hey, Jay. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, no longer solo survivalist. That's for sure. Good stuff. Hang on, let me catch up on chat here. Return alcoholic when you return to Ireland. I mean, that's valid, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I mean, that's also very valid. Thanks for that follow, Daryl Dixon. That's good stuff. Riverside is awesome. It's probably one of my favorite locations in the game. We're just trying to get started on our base right now. I need to go fix my axe, though. So we'll get that done very soon. Not bad. Absolutely, don't ask. You guys can always send me games to check out. Typically, and this is literally how we handle it when you guys send us a game to check out, is I reach out to the developers. Like pretty much the same day that you guys send it over is I'll just reach out to the developers and ask them if we can get a copy of it, like regardless. And if they give us a copy of it, we're going to do some videos or some streams around it. And so you guys can always recommend games to me, and I would love to reach out to their devs and see if we can play it. That's a great location. The post office, solid location. We're taking over the boathouse, the boating club back here. So this is our starter base that we're doing right here. All right, hang on. My favorite location in the game is safely behind many, many walls. Well, Jay, you're going to like our new base spot because server is set up. Everything on the server is good to go now, which means that we are ready to do our big challenge build that I was talking about. That's one of the ones that I'm probably going to be doing fairly soon with everybody is rebuilding Louisville. All right, let's grab this wood glue so that way we can fix our axe. What? Carpenter. I need level 2 of carpentry just to repair stuff. I forgot about that. Okay. No worries. We're almost there, but we got a little bit of work. I'm going to just keep this, I guess I'll just keep this glue on me. And just go over here and start breaking down some of these benches. Wait, what's it called? Don't ask. Did I miss the... Hang on. I'll check the chat in just 2 seconds if I missed the title of it. Currently not playing with any mods, Daryl Dixon. We're going to be adding a bunch of them in the near future because we have some big plans for Zomboid. But yeah, that's kind of everything in a nutshell. Kerbal Space Program. Okay, I'm going to have to check this out. That sounds pretty good. I like space program. Is it like a space simulation? Like you're launching yourself into space? Is that what's going on? Because that's pretty cool. I'd be into that. We try not to make things complicated here, Master of Food. I feel like you've been around long enough that you know that we do things as simple as possible. Or at least try to do things as simple as possible. All right, so we are exerted. So I'm going to rest on this bench for a minute. Just try to cool down for just a couple minutes. Where are we at experience-wise? Not bad. Not even halfway, though. What's my Discord? Our Discord, I think it's just Base Legend. The easiest way to find it, I keep forgetting to put it in the TikTok bio, but if you go to YouTube and you go to like the Base Legend YouTube, like literally you can just search Base Legend on YouTube and we'll pop up. We're one of the first video or one of the first creators that'll pop up. Once you get to that point, just go to any of our long form videos, like any of the long videos, not streams or shorts, and the top link in almost every single one of our videos is the link to our Discord. Kerbal is cool. You design rockets intensely. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like simulation games like that are built around accuracy. That's really cool. Will the server be open? Probably not tonight. I got to run it by our other mod, 17 Dragonfishes. He's the one that's kind of admitting the Zomboid server with me. And so let me check that with him. But we might open it as early as Wednesday. So there you go. Jay, I think it's a great challenge. You just got to kind of keep at it. But if people are responding to it, like, it's already off to a great foot, right? Well, there you go. All right, I just got your link there. Don't ask. I appreciate it. All right, there we go. Still have a fair amount. Can I disassemble any of this? No. Need a sledgehammer to break that out. All right, let's go into the donut shop. Get ourselves a tasty treat. Ooh, park ranger. Do you have a gun? I really want a gun. I haven't gotten a gun yet. It's the Gips. No, didn't really have anything worthwhile. Still. Wait, don't buy the second one? What's wrong with the second one? Because, like, I get that. I've experienced a lot of games like that are, like, you don't want to bother with the sequel because the sequel just will never live up to the first one. So I definitely understand that one. They left the game? Oh, they left it not finished. I see what you're saying. See, we need to find a way, Jay, to where we could do more than just, like, we need to put these in, like, different styles or something, like different posts. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's just remove all that glass. I love how you jump through full windows like that. Like, that's so random. All right, there was more in here. So I know that there's more zombies back here. But either way, I don't want a cone. I want food. All right, I guess I'm going to have to go to the back to actually get some ice cream here. Let's go kill this the zombie around the front first. I'd be down. I think you already gave me a mod pack before. And I need to kind of look through it still. But I have it bookmarked. I think you already sent it to me on Discord. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Oh, mods for Kerbal Space Program. I'm down. I'm down. It's probably going to be one that I'll have to check out in, like, the future. There are so many games that I have copies of that I have not played yet that are, like, perfect for our channel. Hang on, there's a zombie, like, right here. Oh, he must be out back. Yeah, he's out back. Let's go around back then instead of doing it like that. So there's so many there's so many games that I have copies of that I have never played, that are like games that I should play. And I'll give you an example. I've had a copy of Valheim for months now, probably 5-6 months. I think I picked it up in the winter sale or the spring sale. And so I've had it for months now, and I have yet to install it or ever play it. And it's like, I'm a base builder. Like, that's what our whole channel was dedicated to, is base building. And I have never played one of the most iconic base building games ever made. So that's kind of where I'm at with new games. So you can send it over. Don't know if I'll have the time to check it out, but I will gladly check it out if I do. All right, that's all fruit. Let's get into one of the freezers. I want ice cream. Delicious. Delicious. Hang on, I actually need to check. I think I'm underweight on this character. Yeah, I'm underweight. I need to be eating more. I need to get fat. Here, eat a whole watermelon. Slice one of these watermelons and then bring it with us. Delicious. Just gonna keep eating watermelon slices for a minute. Has a lot of different details. Like, oh, that's cool. Man, when a game gets like that in depth, that's pretty intense. I got what you're saying, don't ask. Yeah, you don't need to send it over. I appreciate that. That's pretty kind of you. But yeah, you don't worry about sending that one over. I'll probably, if I do end up checking it out, it'll have to be in a couple months. And there's going to be so many other games that I need to kind of work my way through. So I appreciate it. But either way, let's go see if we can find some more park benches or just something to break apart. There's all those tables and chairs at the donut shop. But I'm sitting here and I'm like, why do I care about table and chairs? I feel like, it's good enough. Just to have to break something. And we only need like 60 more, so let's get it done. Well, there you go. I appreciate you staying up so late to watch. That's really kind of you. Don't ask. And thanks for the likes, Daryl Dixon. It's mighty kind of you as well. I also thought of begging Kevin for the role. What? I wouldn't have given you that role. Kevin starter hit. Hang on. Well, that sounds exciting. Sounds good. I'm going to have to check this out. That's accurate. That is very accurate. I think the only other thing that I would add in there is repeating things twice. Because that is definitely something that I do. I do that all the time. Okay, let's go ahead and get into... Man, I just want level 2 so I can fix my axe. Realistically, I could probably just go and find another axe, like at a car or like in a garage or something like that. But I mean, these tables seem to be doing the trick, and I just need to get to level 2 so that way I can start building things inside of the actual base. So we'll get there. What is it? I need to know that one. Don't ask. I'm going to ask you, don't ask. What is the mod to make Project Zomboid easier for lives? Shouldn't care about table and chairs. They don't have feelings. I mean, I don't care about them as much as I just want the experience. Hey, Thick Sand. Love it. This is Riverside. This is the town city of Riverside. And trying to take over the yacht club or boating club, whatever you want to call it, but not destroy much of the furniture in there because we're going to repurpose it. Okay, that's really cool. I like when games give you like 2 different options to do something like that, Officer Nathan. Like, I think that's really cool, where like you can either use a vending machine or you can just shake it and hope something falls out. That's pretty cool. The 1 week mod? No. I have not. I actually haven't played any modded Zomboid. When we add the mods to our server, it's going to be the first time that I've ever played modded. But I know that we're adding some basic stuffs like better inventory management, like horses, bikes, that type of thing. And so we'll get all of that fun stuff in here very soon. Ooh, I'm thirsty. I guess we can eat some watermelon to get rid of my thirst. Let's do that. Have to go refill a water bottle, though. The Only Cure mod? I'm not familiar with the Only Cure mod. What's the Only Cure mod, Nathan? Officer Nathan? I mean, I did put so much effort into finding that axe, but to be honest with you, it's so worth it to find the 2-handed ones as opposed to the 1-handed ones. The 1-handed ones suck. Like, I'm not a big fan of the 1-handed axes because they break so quickly. The 2-handeds will actually last for a very long time. But either way, we'll get it done. I have seen that mod where you're cutting off your own limbs and stuff like that to stay alive. That one looks legit cool. I really like that one. All right, let's break down some more tables. Yeah, please do. Please send it over. And if I love the skill journal mod, lets you craft a journal to save skills and reread later. That's cool. That's a really cool one. See you in 18 hours and 11 minutes and 40 seconds and maybe more because of stream setup and download. There you go. There you go. Grounded, streaming in 18 hours, 11 minutes, and 40 seconds. We're gonna ground. We're doing Grounded 2 starting tomorrow as soon as it comes out. I'm so excited for it. Like, I'm so excited to do Grounded 2. I've been looking forward to this game since I first found it out. Perfect block a whole wolf spider? That's not hard anymore. That's not hard to do. It was difficult at first, but yeah, no. Well, congratulations, King. You're on the board. Proud of you, buddy. That's exciting. Now, I guess the real question is do you like her back? Because that's a question that you need to figure out. Sorry, excuse me. I'm going to need to go get some water soon. I got a tickle in my throat. All right, we have 25 more experience left to go, and I'm finally at Carpentry 3. And then I can just go back to the base and actually build stuff, as opposed to having to do this. It'd be cool if I could find a bigger backpack, but haven't been able to so far. Do you not want to let me disassemble this? Oh, there's something on it. Whatever. Don't want to bother picking that up right now. The new wolf spider? What's so new about this wolf spider? You should, man. Everybody should check out Zomboid at least once. It is by far, I've called it the most robust game I've ever played, because that's honest to God truth. There's so much that you can do in this game, and like a lot of people don't even know about some of the back end menus, or not even menus, but like the whole crafting system is ridiculous. Like I'll pull it up in just 2 seconds here. But let me finish breaking down this table, and I always forget about the crafting menu, which sounds ridiculous, but I do a lot of the carpentry stuff, which for carpentry, just right-click anywhere, carpentry, that's your menu, right? But if I press this button, there's like a whole crafting thing with like tons of everything in here, where you can do like different like cooking stuff, like how to butcher stuff, how to make, like here, look. Make bowls of beans, bowls of pasta, bacon strips, you know, like there's so much stuff in here. So much stuff. Anyway. Keep breaking this apart. Build 42 definitely looks much better than this. I'm hoping before we start our big challenge in Zomboid that we get up to build 42 first, because that would be awesome. Really? I didn't know there were a couple. What's the lore behind that? Because I had no idea that they were a couple. And I mean, like, that's cool. Like, no issues with it whatsoever. I just had no idea about it. $17 said he's not going to stream with me at first. He's got some other friends that he's going to play with at first. And that's cool. Like it is what it is. Definitely is what it is. That makes sense. I mean, let's be frank though. I mean, the goth kids and the nerds were pretty closely related in school. So I mean, it kind of works out. They were into the same fandoms. They just dressed a little bit differently. That I don't think I agree with, because the spread of the shotgun should be a little bit more than that in my opinion. Like, it's shotgun spread. It should be able to hit multiple people if the spread's wide enough. You could play with me. I'd love to have you play with me, Master of Food. I would love to actually build a base with you, sir. I would throw that out there directly. I'm going to run down and grab a glass of water real fast. Now that I hit Carpentry 2, I'm going to put on my admin power so that way I can't die. I'm invisible. Okay, I will be right back. Just 2 seconds here. I'm going to actually click this button. Ha-ha! See you guys in a bit. I'm back. 2 seconds. Yada, yada, yada. You haven't gotten to press what button? The BRB button? Dude, it's such a good scene. It's such a good scene if you need to take a little break or something like that. All right, let me get my TikTok chat back up on the screen. There we go. Dude, I'm down to make a base with you. That sounds like fun. Let me catch up on chat. Mod that adds crosshair to the cursor to shoot better. That's nice. That's nice. That makes sense, Officer Nathan. I like the shotguns in Zomboid too. But to be honest with you, they are very limited. However, we can now do this. Repair our axe. It's fantastic. Do that twice. And then attach it to our belt. Get our axe out again. Nice. Okay. Good to know, man. Yeah, Officer Nathan, if you're able to, join our Discord. That is where I kind of like organize all of the plays and stuff like that. And my rule is I'll play with anybody, pretty much any game, as long as you guys allow me to stream it. That's pretty much really what it comes down to. So, I mean, that works out. That works out too. Jay, just chug that water before you go. Zomboid 2? What? They need to finish Zomboid 1 before Zomboid 2. We're not even close to Zomboid 2. Alright. So now we're going to start organizing a little bit in here. There's a lot of stuff that I need to do. And a lot of stuff that I want to do. And I need to figure out how to get started. I guess the best thing to do... I told us Zomboid 2? Did I say Zomboid 2? I meant I did not mean Zomboid 2. Let's put that one and make that as clear as possible, because I know that Zomboid 2 is not a thing. But either way, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna check this out. That's pretty excited. Oh, I'm weird. 2,600 likes. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. That's super kind. All right, so now that this is set up, hang on, I want to set this up so that way this door unlocks. Okay. So do I start on the Palisades? It's dark. I don't want to start on Palisades right now. I'm going to start by breaking down all the chairs upstairs in that one room, and then turning it into planks, and then building some rooms inside of there. That's how we're... Oh, wait, these are all plastic chairs. These are probably not going to produce anything. Yeah, I need metalworking to take them apart. Okay, so if that's the case, I need planks inside. So we're going to take it down all of these chairs and tables for planks for right now. Dude, that's insane. 30 feet tall enemy. That's crazy. That is crazy. So I guess the first thing that I need to worry about carpentry-wise is the rain collector, but that's level 4. Starting to get some planks. I need to just kind of, trying to think about the best way to set this up. Because again, we're doing palisade walls on the outside, and so now I need to figure out how I want to kind of frame this area out. One thing that I know that I'm going to do, let's handle this right now, is there's this gap right here for some reason, and I have no idea why there's a gap there, but you can totally just fall off the railing there. So let's go ahead and immediately cover that up. Okay. Nice, dude. I'm excited to check this one out. This is going to be a very unique game. But I like Eldritch horror games. Dude, thank you so much for watching this late. I appreciate that for sure. All right, we're going to open up one box of nails. And then right here, I wish I could build like a half wall, but can't do that right now. All right, need more planks. Oh, wait, I shouldn't even be doing this right now. I need to go find carpentry too. Sorry, I forgot my mute button. I need to get better at that. And also, if you're a streamer, get a microphone with a mute button. That's something that everybody in your chat will appreciate. That's awesome. That's awesome, Daryl Dixon. That's so cool. All right, so Jay, just in case you were wondering, I have an admin power that allows me to skip reading books, basically. That's why I'm doing it, because reading books on a live stream, not fun. Not fun. It takes way too long. But either way, I'm bored? My goodness. How can you be bored? We're in a zombie apocalypse. All right, let's eat the rest of these watermelon slices. I want to get my weight. I need to... You can gain like 3 pounds a day, but you only lose 1 pound a day from my understanding. So I need to go down to the kitchen because it looks like I'm going to lose weight. And I haven't gained any poundage just yet. So let me just head on downstairs and take care of that. You know what? Actually, instead, let's go into the library real fast and get myself a little magazine or something. Comic book. Perfect. I'll get rid of my boredom. Got any food up here that I can snack on? Orange soda, pop. Love it. Tons of calories in all of this. Yeah, drink a soda. Enjoy that. And then let's read this comic book so that way we can get rid of our boredom. Right? Exactly. Being bored in a zombie apocalypse. How luxurious that must be when you have the ability to be bored in a zombie apocalypse. Like, I love that. All right, let's get just a couple more planks here. I love this base location. Like, this is going to ultimately be a massive, massive build. Just a matter of getting through it all. Eat food with spices? That would make sense to, like, it would increase the calories, but interesting. I was just going to start eating, like, whole things of sugar and stuff like that to get my weight up. It's actually based on what I'm seeing here in my, yeah, I thought there was another thing of nails over there. Okay. All right. I trust your judgment. Let me give that a go. Do I only have 1 plank? Seriously? Lame. I'm just going to drink the rest of these sodas, though. Just to get the calories here. Wooden nails? How effective would a mod to make nails from wood be? Like, realistically, how effective do you think a wooden nail would be? Like, I understand that's how a lot of it was done back in the day, but still. There's sprinting level 1. I'll take that. I really want to work on getting my sneaking and my light-footed up on this character. But have a lot still left to do there. It's a metal nail that you make from wood? What? How does that work out? That doesn't seem practical. See, that's one thing that, like, I feel like the... Hang on, what am I trying to say? I feel like sometimes the mods in Zomboid go too far. Because Zomboid, the reason why everybody loves it is the hardcore realism. But if you take the hardcore realism away, and you kind of add a few of these other elements, like being able to make nails out of wood, like, does that defeat the hardcore realism? I feel like it almost does. Like, I don't know. It's my personal opinion. I don't know how accurate that is, but it's just how I feel about that. Looks like there's tons of, like, just sugar downstairs. And so that would be effective for getting my weight up. Yeah, I need to get that up arrow there. I also should probably take a shower. No, you don't think so? Okay, well, that's fair. Personally, I that's one thing that, like, attracted me to Zomboid in the beginning, was that if you could think about doing it in a realistic survival situation, you could probably do that in Zomboid. And again, that's just one thing that, like, attracted me to it. But man, 3,500 likes. Thank you guys. Really kind of you guys. Oh, it absolutely would be useful in the woods. So I just heard a window smash. And that's one of the reasons why I really want to get this palisade wall going as soon as possible. Because I have no idea where that window smashed. But we got zombies inside of our little base here again. Figure that out in a couple minutes. Man, I have this visual idea of what this game is that you guys are talking to me about with this biotic factor or abiotic factor. And so I really need to check it out because I want to see how close what I have in my mind is to how the actual game is. All right, let's get these planks, and then we're going to go put this wall together. I think we're only going to get one more plank, if that, from this chair. And so we might only be able to build one wall. We'll see. Nope, didn't even get anything from it. Let's grab this stuff. And then we got to go downstairs and carefully find where that zombie came from. Eventually, we're going to barricade every single window inside of this build. But it's going to take a little while until we get there. What am I doing? Wall level 1, please. We'll fix this and make it level 2 soon. Okay. So I'm going to need to find some more planks. We'll have to go do that in a minute. But in the meantime, we have a zombie to go hunt down. All right, so window smash. That's what I heard. And there's no other buildings around, which tells me that it's got to be somewhere inside of this building. But it could have been anywhere. Just wish you would go through like the open doors or something. That would be a lot cooler than you smashing my windows. I don't see any new smashing. So let's head back this way. Check our corners. Not seeing anything. We're looking all right. A foggy day out there today. It's still 4 a.m., so I kind of don't want to go outside. Well, there you go. I hope they're your security bots. There's a zombie right here. Ah, you bitch. Hopefully that's just a scratch. We'll find out soon. We'll find out soon. Nope, wasn't. It's all good. It is all good. We're going to keep this one alive. Okay. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Go to a house right now? Eventually. Oh. Oh, get that cooking show on. I'll head down to a house for a little while. It's like 4 a.m. And so I want to find an axe and a few other things too. That's good to know. That's definitely good to know. Again, the two-handed axe, that's the like instant kill weapon in my mind. So that's the one that I'm looking for. Can I jump this? I don't have any gloves on, so I need to be careful about jumping things like that. All right. Well, that's good to know. That's locked. Go ahead and climb through this real fast. Got a light switch in here? Super dark. I don't see a light switch. That's unfortunate. Metal working. Nothing worthwhile. All right. Let's head on inside here. See if we can salvage the TV. Door was open, buddy. You could have just walked in. All right, let's close the blinds up. Yeah. Don't want to deal with anything right here. There's somebody else in here. Oh, I did not mean to remove those curtains. Add sheet. There we go. And close curtains. What, right out back here? Would you follow me over? Lame. I gotta remember to do that. I gotta remember to do the stomp as opposed to using the axe. I always forget to do it when I'm like in the heat of the moment. Well, there you go. Sounds like some good traps to be had. Nice work. Let's clear out the rest of this space. What's this, a bathroom? Hey, antidepressants. Love that. Supply closet. Nothing worthwhile. Is this the garage? Would love if I could find an axe. Some nice fitness contraptions, though. Oh, that's awesome, man. Sounds like there's some good traps in this one, too. I appreciate stuff like that. Gun case. It's got something in there. Ooh. That's a nice little gun. That's definitely a nice little gun. All right, hang on. So let's go ahead and do a little gun maintenance here. Open up one of these boxes of 308s. And then where's that magazine I picked up? There it is. Then, can you only fit 3? Wow, you can only fit 3. Okay, and then insert the magazine. There we go. Go there before 6 or I'll miss it. All right, well, it just turned 6. Hang on. I might have missed it if that's what the case is. I have zombies right here. So we'll see. All right, tune in. There we go. I need to go handle these zombies and then I can sit down and watch some TV. What are you, at the front door? Or this back door? No, I think they're actually upstairs. All right, I got to take care of the zombies upstairs before I just, like, get killed watching TV here. So hang on. So this one? Nope. It's this one. I think there's another one too. Drumsticks. Nope. Don't worry, I'll go check it out in just a minute. If I miss it, oh well. Sometimes it's like that. Okay, last door up here. Man, a twofer. Just everybody in this house got killed. What'd you have in your neck? Screwdriver? Alright. We'll loot this house in a minute, but I am not missing spacebar. Damn it. I'm going to do it on the next one. Yeah. Spacebar. Works. All right, let's go back in, watch some TV for a little bit. Okay. I probably did. Yeah. It's all good. Not sweating it. Let's go get something to eat. So this rifle, it's a nice rifle, but it is definitely a big one. Yeah, no worries, man. I mean, I'm probably going to call this stream in less than 15 minutes here. So we'll see. But I appreciate that. There's so many fun ways. Oh, there we go. Just straight up eat a whole thing of brown sugar. This is the drawer that I've been looking for. I want to get my weight up. That's really where it comes down to. Is I just want to get my weight up real fast. Okay. Let's eat more. Let's eat all these chocolate chips. And then we're going to eat all that chocolate too. Like, have to eat all that chocolate. I'm full to bursting. Okay. So I won't do any more. But I definitely gotta get some stuff. All right, let's loot this house. And then get a move on. Because I only kind of ran around it. I didn't really, like, grab any of the stuff that I found. Nothing really worthwhile to grab. So getting a big bag is probably going to be my next step, because getting a big bag would allow me can opener, that's handy, to bring back planks. But for right now, for the last like 15 minutes here, let's head on back to the base. And we're going to spend some time cutting down some trees, sawing up some planks, kind of making this a little bit easier. Can't trust your friend with a root beer? That is crazy. How would you join the Discord? It's super simple. Just head to, if it's not, I need to remember to add the link to our TikTok. But if you are on YouTube, it's like the top link in all of our video descriptions. And so it's really, really easy to find. At least I think it's really, really easy to find. But okay. All right. So for time's sake, and just because we need to get some planks in here, we're going to chop down some trees. Do this a little bit differently here. Yeah, that's something that I've been meaning to do. Is, man, I'm just like one-hitting some of these trees down. I love that. There is a lot of... I forgot what I was going to say, actually, so never mind. Never mind. All right, let's get some sheet ropes real fast. Guess I can't make sheet ropes out of your underwear. Some leopard printed sheet ropes. All right. Craft some sheet ropes. Oh, that was it? That was a lot. Okay. Nice. Okay. Sounds good, man. That sounds like fun. All right, so we're going to grab these 2 logs, and we're going to move them over to these 2 logs. You had logs? Then another 4 log stack. Then let's go ahead and chop down another tree here. Just so we can have 2 4 stacks. I hear another zombie back that way. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Sweet, thank you. Thank you, Don't Ask. I appreciate that. All right, whatever. 4 log stack. Grab both of those. Can I grab this one too? No. Okay, that's too much. That's too much. It's okay. All right, so I guess the first one put these is going to be upstairs. The next time I do a stream, I will probably end up clearing out all these corpses in here and kind of like making the base a little bit nicer and more hospitable. Is that food? Chocolate chip cookies? Yes, please. Yeah, I'm trying to get fat. Let's go. All right, so this is where we're going to hang out for a few minutes. Just because we only need like 2 more logs here. But, or not logs, but we just need 2 planks. But we might as well go ahead and saw all of these up. Love how quick that is. Yes, I'm using some admin cheats to make it that quick. But it's worth it. Oh, no. I'm sorry about your internet there, buddy. I mean, most internets exist, but yours truly lived. I don't know. That's how I look at life. Okay. So, now that we have all of this in here, this is going to be one of the main areas that I'm going to be doing a lot of the building here. See, a lot of this is going to be pretty instant just because of what we got going on with that admin power. But I'm not going to apologize for that. All right, so let's ditch some stuff. Right now, we don't need our hammer anymore. Actually, wait, no, we do need our hammer, but still, put it back there. All right, we can ditch this gun that's like really weighing us down. Yep, ditch that. Where's the gun in my bag? Yeah, it's in my backpack anyway, so it's not like it was going to matter. All right, we'll put 2 of those boxes of nails back. Just grab 1. Still over encumbered? Oh, it's all these sheet ropes that we have on us. That makes sense. Okay, no worries. Let's just get outside. I think I know the spot that you're talking about, because somebody was telling us about that while we were doing a multiplayer stream. But correct me if I'm wrong. It's like all the way. Okay, so you have this city. This is Louisville, right? And if I remember correctly, it's like over here is the castle that you're talking about. And it's like off the main like map and whatever. It's like some crazy stuff happening over there. Definitely some stuff that I want to check out one of these days. All right, I want to go eat something fattening real fast. Sounds good, Officer Nathan. I'll check it out after this. I'm going to go probably in about 10 minutes. I'm going to head on down, hang out with my family for a little bit, and then go through Discords and all of that stuff. So, cool. Discomfort. Are you still in pain? Oh, you're in a lot of pain. Okay. Whatever. Can't really do anything about that right now. Let's go eat something massive, because I'm trying to get fat. What do we got here? Meat patty. Yes, please. And let's eat some. That increases my unhappiness. Whatever. I'm eating butter. Just straight up eating butter right here. Yeah. Delicious. Well fed. But in addition to being well fed, we're also going to make a meat patty for myself, because our butter lunch was just that. It was just butter. Look at that. Double arrows going up on our weight now. Oh, I love games like that, though, Officer Nathan. Like, those are the types of games that I love playing. Because, like, I don't want to have a generic challenge in a survival game. Like, I like this. You know what I mean? Like, I like games like Zomboid, where if you want to do something, it could take you hours to do, like, the simplest thing, like find a sledgehammer or something like that. So, either way, just cooking our burger patty real fast. Can listen to some music, I guess. I do need to get the what's it called? I need to get the generators set up over here. It's like nothing's happening on the radio. Well, I mean, are they good nachos? Because that matters too. That definitely matters if they're good or not. All right, there we go. Meat patty's done. Grab that. Let's go outside, cut some more logs. I'm only going to cut 2 because I have a 4 stack already. I love that. I love being able to chop these down with 1 hit with this admin power. Just to kind of, again, speed this along. That's so nice. All right, and then 4 log stack, all. Beautiful. Okay, can I grab this one now that I don't have? Yep. Now that I don't have that ridiculously heavy thing. I mean, that makes sense. I like radiated nachos. You had me at radiated nachos. That sounds delicious. All right, let's get back upstairs. Keep working on that one room. The goal is carpentry 4. I'm obviously not going to hit it. Oops. You know what I just realized is that I had all these planks just sitting right here already. So I probably didn't even need to do what I've currently done, but it doesn't matter. Already almost halfway through level 3. Okay, and now we're going to drop all these then unstack them, and then saw them, and then carpentry, wall frames. We'll make this a double. Don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with a lot of these, but either way, pretty excited to try it. All these nails, come on. Beautiful, and then all the planks. Nope, nope, no, no, not there, not there. Nope, did it again. Stay here. I love how exhausted this character is right now. Like, dude is not having a fun day. All right, grab some more here. So in this one, we're going to start right here. All right, I'll take down one. One of these tables is going down. Literally lived off eating alien hearts for 4 days? I mean, I imagine that nachos would be incredible after that. I want a mod for realistic building too in Zomboid. That'd be a fun one. All right, so then we're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and then it goes here. Need more planks. We're getting there. Hopefully get the last of these. All but 2. All right, whatever. All right, now we need to make some walls. What's fun is I am going to have to like re-upgrade all of these walls very shortly. So it'll all work out. Might actually, yeah, I think we're going to level up after we do this third one. And then I might actually be able to just go back and fix it. Just the second one. No, we need to get to level 4 before it'll let us do that. All right, well, we'll come back in and upgrade these. But for the most part, just getting it up there is awesome. And now that we have walls, like, just to be able to build the walls, getting through the actual carpentry skill at this point is super easy. But anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to be calling it. I said I was only going to do about 10 minutes, 8 minutes ago. And so I'm going to call it here. Tomorrow, whenever it's out, I'm going to start playing Grounded 2. Again, as soon as Grounded 2 comes out. So if you're planning on checking out Grounded 2 and you're not able to, and you're not actively in there by yourself right then, please join up with some Project Zomboid or some... please join our live streams. My God, can't even think right now. And would love to have you there. But either way, guys, I'm going to call it here. I'm just going to ditch a couple things, eat this meat patty. I'm trying to get my... I'm trying to get fat. Like, I need to eat more butter. I gained a pound. I'm up to 70. But I'm trying to lose my underweight status. I'm out of shape. So I need to just kind of get into shape. But either way, all right, guys, this is where I'm going to call it. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Those of you that did, especially those of you that have been here like this whole stream. Like, this is really cool that we've had people literally hanging out with us for like 2 hours now. So thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, this is Base Legend. We make bases in video games. So if you like survival games, horror games, pretty much anything that allows you to build a base too, like we play The Sims and stuff like that on this channel. But either way, you guys have a great, wonderful rest of your day. And I am going to say goodbye. Have a good one, everybody.